Alright, good morning guys, this is Matt with you, and I am going to replace my rear brake pads and front brake pads on my 1986 Volvo 240 DL. So the timestamp for the front brake pad replacement will be in the description if you guys just want to fast forward to that. What I'm going to do real quick is pop out these two pins right here, one right here and one right here. And then on the back side, just get a flathead to pry the pin all the way out. Alright, first pin down. Second pin's out. And since my new brake pads did not come with new hardware, I'm going to be forced to use these old springs. So just be careful. So now, should be able to just slide these out. This one is completely worn down. So if I compare these to the new pads, look at that difference. That's funny. Alright, so now I'm going to compress the piston back in. So what I'm going to do is loosen up that bolt all the way and then loosen the top bolt. And there is the 17mm bolt on the top that I was talking about. And the trick that you can use to compress this is either stick a pry bar up in there or get the old pad, slide it back in and get a C-clamp on it and just crank it down. Now you can pop in the top bolt back into the caliper and slide your brake pads in. Alright, so now we're going to just slide in our new brake pads, but before we do, I'm going to put some anti-seize paste on the back of these real quick. And always be sure not to touch your brake disc or the actual brake pad surface with this stuff. So I like to get the first one started like that. Now tap the back side with the hammer gently. Sometimes what you can do is get a long screwdriver, come in through the back side. That pin's tapped through all the way. That one is not. As you can see, it's sticking out about a ½ inch right there. This one needs to be tapped in still. And there you have it. The left rear is now complete. And you're just going to copy and do the same thing on the right. Alright guys, so now that the rear brake pads are changed out, we're moving on to the front. Now the fronts on, I believe it's all 1985s and above, have what's called a girling caliper. So make sure you guys buy the appropriate brake pads for those. So there's one cotter pin here and one here that we must remove. Then we can pop these pins out and take the springs off. Just make sure you put these in a safe place because you don't want to lose them. So to put the piston back in, I'm just going to use my punch rather than a flathead screwdriver and prop it against the first caliper and just push in simply like that. Do the same for the top. So there's quite a bit of wear and tear on my old brake pads if you compare the two. Don't forget to rub some of that anti-seize grease on the back side. And alright, now that the second pin is in, we can go ahead and put our cotter pins back in. Alright, springs are on, new brake pads are in, and we can do the same thing on the other side. So I want to thank you guys again for watching, and if you have any comments, please comment down below. Appreciate it.